When I booted up the game, it said I granted children to hell, and also I am greeted with this. Great, let's play some Doki Doki Literature Club. So, okay, so I'm at Yuri now because what happened last time is it actually kind of just effed up. Nothing happened, nothing new happened. My recording somehow messed up, but I'm taking precautions so that does not happen again. In all honesty, I have the recording right beside me. I can see it. It's on a different screen now. Or not on a different screen, just like I can see it. I can see the screen recording now much better, so I can see if it stopped recording. Good idea, right? I'm PC savvy now. Let's go. My name is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is Doki Doki Literature Club. Yuri. So Yuri went off because she was feeling bad actually last time. She left to the bathroom, I think, to get sick. Was there something? I forget. I'm sorry for forgetting though. I'm remembering all the little glitches though. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use imagery and metaphors that indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. It seems that Yuri's the type of person that, like, seems dependent on her knowledge. Like if she doesn't... You know those people that, like a thing, and if they don't know everything about that thing, they will, like, fake it till they make it, just because it's the only thing they have. And I understand those people, you know? I was like that, I think, as well. A lot of things when I was younger. I was like that with music. I was like, yeah, I know that happened, even though I didn't even hear about it. I just needed, like, this validation that, like, somehow... maybe I'm reading too much into it. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize is new writers that they try to make their style very deliberate. So she said this before. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought... Okay, so maybe I was wrong about Yuri. Maybe she knew that all along. I was probably wrong. I was reading too much into it. It's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you could be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you some valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased how? Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Yeah, I remember this. I remember all of this. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. So I remember last time it was in cursive and it was really hard to read, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I've seen this poem before, but I don't know what it means. I'm still kind of lost in it. Tell me what you guys think it means. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. It's actually pretty good. I think I'm not very good at reading, to be honest. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. We've seen all this before. We've seen every bit of this. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, this story isn't about ghosts at all, Calvin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poems often express their thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. Okay, so she tells me what it means. I remember now. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Calvin. Me too. So everything's happening again, but one of the creepiest things is that, like, we know Sayori is not here, and it's creepy. It's creepy as hell because I know that she was here. I feel like, I don't know if you've ever seen The Future Diary. The music. It went back to normal. That was messed up for a bit. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Oh, okay. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try and come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Calvin did too, so based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Calvin liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Calvin appreciates my advice more than appreciates. I remember this clearly. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Calvin started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act like a... Stop. Me, look who's talking. You want... No, stop. Want to be edgy, bitch? What the fuck? Sorry that my lifestyle was too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Oh my god, stop it, please. Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves by the graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Oh my god, stop it, please. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing cute about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. That's a really funny joke. Natsuki's actually killing you. You come up with our jokes. Oh my bad, you're really... Oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell's happening? You just accused me of cutting... What the fuck is wrong with you in your head? Yeah, go on. Let Calvin hear what you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns to me as if she noticed I was standing here. Oh my god. Let's stop fighting. This is too much. She's trying to make me look bad. Girl, if you cut yourself, that's not my business, okay? And like, you know, it's not to be ashamed of. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged into... Oh my god, what the hell? There is no good outcome in this. I picked Natsuki last time. And Natsuki's been... Okay, game. Stop it, please. Oh my god, they're gonna give me a heart attack. They're gonna give me a freaking heart attack. My heart is racing. Does it want me to pick Natsuki? Oh no. No. What the fuck? No. Please get off my screen, Monika. What do I do? This is terrible. I'm actually looking away. I have my eyes like Kind of like, you know, when you do in a horror movie, kind of looking at the screen. Monica, what's wrong? Hey Calvin, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Why are we okay with this? What the fuck is happening? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. You did it pretty okay. You made them turn into static and freeze. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Oh, she's crying. She was crying. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Yeah, but should we go and see if she's okay? Like, I don't know what's up. Is this what happens in schools? Have things changed this much? Yuri is walking back and forth with her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Calvin, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over. You can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monika. You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kinda... Monika, you're being pretty assertive here. It kinda sounds like you don't want to be around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Calvin. I would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. Excuse me? Okay, so, like, what actually happened here was actually, I think my game stopped recording right as Yuri disappeared. Which I don't know exactly. I don't think it is. I'm sure it has nothing to do with the game. I probably clicked something wrong again. Well, we're here making another poem. Kinda scared. It seems that Monika's kinda controlling Yuri in some way. It's actually kinda scary. But let's get going. I think I'm gonna pick scars, contamination, disaster, judgment. I'm picking Yuri because I kind of want horror. I kind of want there to be misfortune. We've never hung out with someone twice, so let's see if that does anything. Marshmallow hurt. Marshmallow hurt. That sounds cool. I'm kind of like, my heart is beating constantly with this game, and I think it's just because it's terrifying. Whisper, philosophy, electricity, sunset, climax, kawaii, cry. Sadness? No, that's her. Okay. Tenacious? Unrequited. Firefly's wrath. Nature? Silly. Depression. This is really dark. Fester. Incongruent. Incapable. This is really sad, actually. Disoriented. Fucking hell. Crimson. Unending. Pout. I guess it's her. 20 out of 20. Okay, let's do melancholy. Okay. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortably over here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Calvin. Hi, Yuri. Is this actually happening? I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs a little bit in the air. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading a manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me around the corner. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think I'm usually like that. We're usually like that. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considering apologize, but you don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell that something was off yesterday. Maybe we were a little bit extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing our poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Calvin, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little bit too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Sorry, what am I saying now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to end the video here because I don't have a bunch of time today. And I don't want to like start something and then like something crazy happening. I'm worried that something mental is going to happen. But I'm thoroughly spooked. And I don't know what to say. My theory is, I don't have much theories, but I think that it's either Yuri or Monika is doing this in some way. But we'll see. We'll see. I know you guys probably have like, you know everything. But like for me, that's just what I'm theorizing right now.